Welcome to the Explainer. Have you ever noticed how in some family arguments, the real issue never actually gets resolved? Well, today we're going to break down one perfect example of that. We're looking at a single, super powerful scene from the TV show Anupama to see what it can teach us about tradition, identity, and, that classic move of using humor to dodge a fight.
All right, so let's get right into it. The whole thing starts with this question. On the surface, it seems so innocent, right? A daughter, Rahi, asks her mom a simple question about a really emotional tradition. But wow, the answer she gets, it is not what you'd expect. It just sends the whole conversation off the rails.
So, Section 1, a daughter's question. And you gotta understand, this is way more than just small talk. It's like she accidentally lit a fuse. This one question is totally loaded, and it taps right into some really deep cultural fears. To get why it's such a big deal, we first have to understand the context.
Okay, so the Vidai. This is a huge moment in an Indian wedding. It's the farewell, the moment the bride leaves her family's home to start her new life. I mean, it's supposed to be incredibly emotional, all about sadness and love and letting go. So when Rahi asks why moms cry, she's probably thinking the answer is something sweet, right? Like, because I'll miss you so much. Yeah, that's not what she gets. Not even close.
And this is where it all takes the turn. Section 2, fear versus identity. The mother's answer just completely flips the script. Instead of talking about love or sadness, she goes straight to fear. It's like the conversation just walked onto a generational battlefield.
Just listen to this. She says mothers cry because they're afraid their wild daughters will bring dishonor to the family. And the phrase she uses is intense. It literally translates to getting her nose cut, which is a really powerful way of talking about deep shame. So, right away, this isn't about her missing her daughter. It's about what other people will think. It's all about social reputation.
And Rahi, the daughter, does not let that slide. Her comeback is instant. She just shuts down that generalization completely. She's basically drawing a line in the sand and saying, look, I am not you. Your fears and your experiences are not mine. It's a powerful moment of her saying, my story is going to be different.
And right there, that's the heart of the whole conflict, isn't it? It's like two completely different worlds colliding. You've got the mother, who's all about the collective. What will people say? What about the family's honor? And then there's the daughter, who's championing the individual. I am my own person. It's the classic battle between us and me.
Okay, so the tension is just skyrocketing. Mother and daughter are locked in this ideological battle, and right at that moment, a third person steps in, the husband, Prem. And what he does next is it's really something.
So at first you think, oh no, here we go. He actually sides with his mother-in-law. He says she's absolutely right. Can you imagine? His wife is already feeling attacked, and now her own husband seems to be piling on. You're just waiting for the whole thing to blow up.
But then, he pulls off this incredible pivot. It's so clever. He takes that core idea of reputation, the thing that started this whole mess, and he just flips it. He makes it about his reputation. He jokes that if his wife cries too much, people will think he's a terrible husband. All of a sudden, we're not talking about a daughter's honor anymore. We're laughing about whether he's a villain.
So let's just break down how brilliant that was. You've got these 3 steps, right? First, you have this super intense conflict between mother and daughter. Then, boom, the husband throws in that comedic pivot, shifting all the focus onto himself. And just like that, step 3, de-escalation. The argument is over. The original topic, poof, gone, vanished.
All right, Section 4, what the banter reveals. So what does all this mean? I mean, this whole thing happened in like a minute of screen time? But it's actually a perfect little snapshot, a microcosm really, of how so many families deal with tough conversations, or more accurately, how they avoid them.
So here are the key takeaways. First, you've got that huge clash between collective honor and just wanting to be your own person. Second, it shows you how one simple question can be like popping a cork on a bottle of hidden anxieties. And third, and this is the really clever part, it shows us how humor can be this amazing tool, not just to calm things down, but also to deflect, to get out of the hot seat. And here's why this is so important, why it's more than just a TV show. This is real life. This is how a lot of us handle things. Think about it. The actual painful problem between the mother and daughter, it's not solved. Not at all. It just gets put on a shelf. The husband's joke was a strategic distraction, a way to sidestep a fight that was just too hard to have right then and there.
So that kind of leaves us with a big question to chew on, doesn't it?
When we do this in our own families, when we use a joke to lighten the mood or quickly change the subject, are we actually connecting and keeping the peace? Or are we just building a temporary detour around a massive pothole in the road that we're all eventually going to have to deal with anyway?